Nicholas is fluent in English, French, Italian, and Spanish, and also knows Portuguese, Latin, and German. Appearing on the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, Pope Leo addressed to more than 1.4 billion Catholics worldwide. Peace be with you all. He also paid tribute to the late Pope Francis, calling on everyone to remember his predecessor's legacy. In his first speech, the newly elected Pope outlined his vision for the Catholic Church. Quote, together we must try to find out how to be a missionary church, a church that builds bridges, establishes dialogue, that's always open to receive, like on this piazza with open arms, to be able to receive everybody that needs our charity, our presence, dialogue, and love.
To end the news here, the last once again. Party leader Donald begins an official Horário. The Prime Minister urges stronger policies for private economic growth. And U.S. Cardinal Robert Prevost is elected new Pope. That's the news on POV.
And now for current affairs. Tensions between India and Pakistan have intensified in recent days, with both sides launching the most serious military action against each other in decades. The conflict has raised international concern. On Wednesday, India launched airstrike against multiple locations in Pakistan in retaliation for an attack on April 22nd in Pahalgam city in Jammu and Kashmir, which left 26 people dead. The airstrike, India's largest military action against Pakistani territory in decades, targeted what India called terrorist infrastructure in Pakistan-administered Kashmir and sites in Punjab province, deep within Pakistani territory. Pakistani sources said 31 people were killed and dozens were injured. In retaliation, on Thursday, Pakistan launched missiles and unmanned aerial vehicles (UAV) against targets in India, Jammu and Kashmir state, and reportedly downed several Indian fighter jets and UAV. Michael Kilgaman, directing the South Asia Institute at the U.S. Woodrow Wilson Center, said that in a very short time, the current conflict has already surpassed the scale of the military clashes between the two nations in 2019. Walter Ledwick of King College in the UK said Pakistan quid pro quo plus military doctrine, which means it will respond at an equal or greater level, raises serious concern about retaliatory strike spiraling into all-out conflict. U.S. Secretary General Antonio Guterres warned that as the war has already been destabilized by conflict in Ukraine and the Middle East, it cannot afford another large-scale confrontation in South Asia.
Make no mistake, a military solution is no solution. And I offer my good offices to both governments in the service of peace. The United Nations stands ready to support any initiative that promotes de-escalation, diplomacy, and the renewed commitment to peace.
Immediately after the April 22nd attack in Pahalgam, India temporarily suspended the Indus Waters Treaty, which governs water sharing between India and Pakistan. 80% of Pakistan agricultural irrigation depend on rivers originating from India. In addition to the United States, Russia, China, and the European Union have called on India and Pakistan to exercise maximum restraint, immediately halt retaliatory military action, and resolve their differences through